So the year is 2025 now. And now that we're in this next year, there's probably another group of iPhones that I probably would not recommend anybody to buy. Now, this year is a little bit different because the first group of phones, as I always recommend, are going to be the ones that, are going to be the same. But the next group, it's really shifted a lot throughout 2024. So now going into 2025, the list of iPhones I would probably recommend people to buy, even though we have the same amount of iPhones supported, has shrunk quite a bit. Now, number one, the biggest thing, the worst iPhones you could probably buy this year are the ones that are no longer supported with software updates. So think of iPhones that are no longer on iOS 18. So when you look at all the iOS 17 iPhones, they all got iOS 18. So any iPhone on iOS 16 or below, I would now recommend buying. These include the iPhone 10, the iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus. Those types of devices are the ones I probably would not recommend buying anymore and below. Those are still, interesting phones to say the least, and they were very, very good iPhones when they first came out. They're just not really worth buying. Now, I would probably say the iPhone XR, XS, and XS Max is probably another one of those types of iPhones I don't think I would recommend people to buy anymore. And the reason for this is because within this particular device, these ones, although like I said before, they're still supported with software, they still have, features here and there, we're kind of stuck in this situation where they're very, very limited on iOS 18. And even my experience on iOS 18 and a lot of people's experience on iOS 18 hasn't been really the best, especially on these older iPhones like the XR with, 3 gigabytes of RAM, or even the iPhone XS with its older chipset. It just doesn't really give it that great of an experience. But also with the cameras and the build quality is fun, but the displays, it kind of runs in this situation where it may not necessarily be worth buying. But I would probably go one step further and also say the standard base iPhone 11 also is not an iPhone I would recommend people to buy either. Now this one's a little bit more interesting because I think the iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max are still worth buying, but that iPhone 11, the reason why I wouldn't recommend people to buy that phone is because the battery life on iOS 18 has really hit this device like crazy. So because of that, that's just another step in the direction of this iPhone pretty much not being worth it anymore. And I probably wouldn't recommend people to buy that iPhone either because of the battery life that I've been experiencing on iOS 18. And finally, I think the iPhone SE2 or the iPhone SE3 are two different iPhones I wouldn't recommend people to buy in 2025 either. Those devices don't make any sense to buy at all, even brand new or used. I would recommend buying some other iPhones like an iPhone 12 or above, but those are kind of the worst iPhones to buy in 2025. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.